Motivation. So today we are going to understand what is motivation. The word is so often used and often used loosely. Therefore, it is necessary to know the actual meaning of the word. There are several theories, several meanings, and several interpretations, which is as per various psychologists, behavioral scientists, and the corporate world. Since most of us in the corporate world have to form strategies and systems as per theories of motivation, we would cover the topic initially in a general way to understand what it means, and later with reference to the corporate world and how the management bases its strategies on motivation. Since every employee is required to be motivated in the work atmosphere. Motivation affects our professional behavior as well as our personal behavior. That is, how we interact with others in the personal capacity and how we are doing our work in the corporate world. Now, to begin with, let us know the meaning and how the word is derived. The word is derived from Latin word movere, which means to move. It is an inner drive in an individual and in our context of an employee. While the drive makes a person do something or not to do something, the equally important fact remains that what motivates today may not motivate tomorrow. That is, there are certain factors which are motivating today, but when you achieve that target, when you achieve your goal, it is possible that those factors no longer motivate you and you need certain other factors to motivate you. Okay, so what is the definition? Motivation is the process that activates behavior or the drive that is aimed at goal or at incentive. There are other terms which indicate a similar meaning, like our desire, our wishes, our aims, our goals, our needs, drives, and motives. Therefore, motivation has got three interdependent elements. One, a need, that is a need of the individual. Second is the drive, like how we are driven to achieve that. And third is the incentive, that is what we are going to get from achieving the target. So let us know what are needs, drives, and incentives and how these influence the motivation. To begin with, needs are created whenever there is a psychological or a physiological deficiency. Like a need exists when a cell in human body is deprived of food and water. That is a basic need. Every individual survives once the basic needs are satisfied. Once we get our food and water, then we may think of some other requirement. So the basic requirement, need, food and water, once it is satisfied, we will think of some other needs. Drive. Drives are motives which are set up to elevate the needs. The physiological and the psychological drives are action oriented and they provide an energizing thrust towards reaching an incentive. That is, when the need for food and water are translated into hunger and thirst, it becomes a drive. These need for friends becomes a drive for affiliation. Therefore, the word drive is an urge to achieve something. Once the basic needs are satisfied, we move to the next level of needs and the next level of needs. So that is how we will study the word motivation. And what is incentive? Incentive is defined as anything that will elevate a need or reduce the drive. We have to achieve that need, we have to achieve whatever our aim was, and then that incentive is satisfied. So the motivation, how it influences our efforts and performance in different area of personal life and work life. That is what the main requirement of the study is. We have got various theories of motivation and how people worked, how the behavioral scientists worked on these theories, we'll have a look. These are the various theories associated with motivation. Earlier theories are called the Frederick Winslow Taylor theories or the scientific theories. Frederick Winslow Taylor, he studied the performance at a workplace, and it was only based on scientific analysis. That is, if there is certain work or certain production required to be done by workers and there is some wages associated with it, the labor will be determined to complete that work and earn the wages. These were the very basic theories, and how he based it, he's saying if you give them little more work, they will be interested in getting little more wages. So whatever is the motive of the labor is only to achieve more wages, and he will perform better if there is an incentive to get more returns, more wages, more money. These theories were initially popular. They were called the scientific theories, but slowly it was realized that it is not just the work and the money or the wages related. There are certain other factors also which affect their performance and their output. For doing this, there was the next experiment which was called the Hawthorne experiments. It was performed by Elton Mayo. These are the experiments which were actually a change in the entire world. These experiments were conducted in the environment where the lighting, that is the type of the light which is there in a workplace, is changed. When the light was low, the performance was low, and when the illumination was higher, the performance was higher.